Hey everyone, Paul here. Today is we're going to change strings today on the electric. It's been a while. So normally what I've been using, and I've had this guitar since like September of 21, and I've changed the strings a number of times, and I've normally been using these guys right here. This is like my second box of 3. But today I'm going to be using either this pair or this pair, both from Kurt Magnin. This one is the pure nickel 942s, and this one is the nickel wound 942s. This pair is a little bit closer to the Dario and my XLs, at least according to Kurt, who I spoke to on by phone, as a matter of fact. These are a little bit warmer. These are a little bit brighter, but I don't know which one to use. So instead, I'm going to flip a coin. So this is heads and this is tails. Hey Google, flip a coin.
It landed on heads.
Okay, it's this coming up. I took a still photograph of the tools that I'm going to be using, and I have a string winder, a manual string winder. I also have an electric string winder, which I find to be also very useful. A pair of needle noses. Oh, by the way, the string winder also has a pair of snips on this end. I also have some cloths. I have some cloths. I wear a microfiber cloth. I also have some fretboard conditioner that I will use this as an opportunity to condition the fretboard. And I also have the strings itself. And so let's go. Let me reposition the camera and let's get ready to go. Okay, so what we're going to do first off is I'm going to pop off the bar because I won't need this. It's just going to get in the way. And I'm going to loosen up all the strings here a little bit before I actually remove them. So I'm going to use my little string winder here. So they're all nice and loose. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start taking them off out of the tuning post. Okay, so now I have all 6 strings ready to go. So I'm going to just arbitrarily, I'm just going to cut them right around here at this point right here. And put them out of a safe way. And now I can now thread these through the back of the guitar. So one of the reasons why I took the whammy bar off. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start fishing these. So now all 6 strings are out. I'm going to be very careful here, and I'm going to gather them up and make a loop and tie it into itself here, and then dispose of them properly here, or recycle them. And so just be careful that the ends could be very sharp, and that's the reason why I'm wearing some glasses here to try and protect my eyes. Okay, that's now out, and so now let's go open up this package here and see how we're doing. So as you can see here, 42, 32, 24, 16s, 11s, and 9s. So those are our strings. They all come with a ball end. Now depending on what model you have, you may have to take the back off of your guitar. On my Michael Kelly here, I don't have to do that because it has a little access window that's just built in. And so I don't have to take that off in order to start putting these strings in. So let's go put these strings in. And just remember that as you play the guitar, this end is the low E, and so that's this end over here. But before we even go do that, let's go take up our little cloth here, and let's go get rid of some of the dust and give ourselves a little bit of an opportunity to go clean our guitar, including the fretboard. Let's go see if we can change the camera. There we go. Go change the fretboard. Go take a look at the headstock up here. Make sure everyone's tight. All the nuts. Everything feels nice and tight. And we're going to take this opportunity to apply some fretboard cleaner. Some conditioner for the fretboard. Come on, here we go. And I'm just going to put a drop or two on each fret. And let's go, we're going to take a little edge of this microfiber cloth. I'm just going to work that in. It's important. So let's go change our angle here of this. And let's go just rub this in nicely. Let it absorb. Give it a few minutes or so, a few seconds before we start applying our strings. Excellent. Let's just do a quick little buff here. Use our other rag here. Nice soft cloth. I'm also feeling for any burrs or any deformations in the fretboards here, which I don't see or feel. As I take a quick visual on the nut looks very good. Nothing binding or any foreign material. And so, okay, it is time to start applying the strings. So we have this is our low E, the 42. It's our low E. And remember that this end of the guitar is the low E, so that's this end in the back here. So there's a hole here. And that's now all the way through. Let's go, that's the 42. Let's now do the 32. All right, everyone's on here. So now let's start applying our luthier's knots, and let's go get these things strung up. So I'm going to start off with the high E, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-position all of my tuning pegs so that way they are all facing in one direction here. So what I've done is I've taken all of the tuning pegs. Let me see if I can get a zoom in on this. All of the tuning pegs are in this direction here. And so, oh, hello Ricky. Be very careful, Ricky. Ricky the cat has decided that he wants to help. So the way that I've been doing this is that I'll go about one post beyond, and I will then pull that back, and I will now make the crimp go under and up. And now I will start winding the string. Hopefully I will and making sure that it catches and goes underneath. And we can cut it off. This knot was not as nice as I would like it to be, but it will do. It's a good knot. It just doesn't look very pretty. Let's do the same thing now with our A string. I go about 1 post extra, go back, bend it. Okay, so now they're strung, obviously not in tune, so that's why we have our tuner. And so now let's go tune this puppy up and see how we can do here. So hopefully we can get this in camera here. Let's go turn this on. Well, that's kind of it. This is the way we string this up. It didn't take that long, and these strings are going to stretch out, so they're going to go flat after a couple of minutes of play, or even overnight, and you're just going to have to tune them up again for the next couple of days. But I can tell you right now, they feel pretty damn good. And so I'll let you know how they play. Let me play with these for a few days here, and I'll give you a play test. So thanks for sticking around. If you find value in these little lessons here, these little vignettes, these little practice sessions, I hope you do. If you do, please hit the like and subscribe. That's always a nice thing to do. And I'll see you soon. So tune up, change your strings. Changing your strings is perhaps one of the simplest things that you can do to help affect the way your guitar plays. And don't be afraid of changing strings, changing brands. There's a lot of different brands out there. Find the ones that feel the best for you. I can't wait to try these guys right here, because that's what I was using on my acoustic, and they're great. And so I'm excited to find out just how these guys play and how these guys perform on my Michael Kelly. So until then, I'll see you soon. Cheers.